Okay. So your name?
I'm Allswell Quarshie.
Okay. And what do you do?
I'm the Municipal Director, Youth Employment Agency, Jomoro.
Okay. Yes, I heard you on radio and you had concerns about the youth employment program managed by Zoomlion as a youth and sanitation model. What are basically your concerns?
My concerns are basically two. One, they do not provide the necessary tools that the beneficiaries will have to work with. And then through the delay in their payments. Sometimes they will work for about 3 months, they wouldn't be paid. Sometimes too, the tools that they will need to, carry out their duties are not provided. So it becomes a bit problematic. They will come to you, they will be complaining that, one, you have not received brooms, you've not received our uniform, you've not received wheelbarrows and stuff. And you ask yourself, then if you don't provide them with all these things, how do you expect them to also work? If it is when you have provided them with the Wellington boots, the brooms, and then stuff, that's where they will also be able to go out there and then, carry out the what they have been assigned to do. So, I was saying that if there's anything that you can do about that thing, I wish you abrogate that contract and then possibly award it to a different person, because they are not living up to expectation. That's my personal opinion.
But Zoomlion takes 400 or it takes 500 Ghana cedis per beneficiary, pays them 100 Ghana cedis and keeps 400 Ghana cedis as management fees, and the company claims it uses that 400 cedis per person every month to provide brooms, provide wheelbarrows and other equipment for them to work with. How long have you been in this position, and how many times have these people, the Zoomlion coordinators, supplied these beneficiaries with items to work with?
Well, I started working at the Youth Employment Agency from the 1st of September 2017 up to today that you are talking. I have never seen Zoomlion supplying any of these materials that they said they will be supplying to these people.
And we are almost getting to the end of August, meaning a year now.
Yes, almost a year now. From September to August, almost a year now. Not even a single day that I've seen them supplying them with those kind of stuff. Sometimes they have to, use the mega resources that they have to buy brooms and other things to sweep. Before my coming into office, they have supplied them only once. If my memory serves me right, yes, they have supplied them only once, especially the uniform, brooms, and then the Wellington boot, wheelbarrows and stuff. When I came, it was the Municipal Assembly that bought wheelbarrows and a broom for the Zoomlion people to go and then carry out their duties.
But you're already paying them for that?
We pay them 500 Ghana cedis. That's what I'm told. You pay them 500 Ghana cedis. And they claim they use 400 cedis for management fees and other things. They use some of the money to buy them the necessary tools that they will need. But ask yourself, are they using it to do what they claim they will be using it? No, they are not doing it. So what is the sense of us going ahead to pay them with that kind of money? I suggest I have no difficulty if they will go ahead and then do the right thing. If they are going to do the right thing, I have no difficulty. But if they are not going to do the right thing, I suggest we look into that contract again and then see the way forward. Because when we pay someone 500 cedis and he tells you he's going to use some of the money to buy uniform, to buy brooms, to buy maybe wheelbarrows for the beneficiaries to carry out the sanitation work, and that person is not doing it, do you expect that beneficiary who is not receiving all these things to go ahead and then do what he or she is supposed to do? No. Let us ask ourselves, where does the 400 Ghana cedis go? After paying them the 100 Ghana cedis, where does the 400 Ghana cedis go?
Zoomlion has a coordinator in your district. Have you ever taken the trouble to ask him why they don't supply these materials?
I have. almost every 2 weeks, we meet because we are working together. So almost every 2 weeks we meet. I did ask him the last time that you met, and then he tells me he's also working under people. He doesn't know why they are not supplying them. However, he has been sending their reports to his bosses, and his bosses are aware that all these things are not coming because they have been providing it. So if you have been providing it, and now for more than 1 year you have not been providing, you know very well that you have not been providing it. So you need not to be reminded that you have not been doing what you are supposed to do. So the Zoomlion itself is aware that they have not been doing that thing. But sometimes they claim the government owns them, and the government has not paid what they are supposed to pay to them. Therefore, they don't also have money to give it out to buy those kind of stuff. So that is where the difficulty is. But as to whether it is true or not, I cannot say. Whether the government has paid them or the government has not paid them, I cannot say that.
But they will eventually take money for all of that.
Absolutely, that is where my difficulty is.
And Zoomlion boss has said, he himself, Joseph Senior Japan, has said that the reason sometimes they charge highly is that they take loans to pre-finance all these payments. So if there's that excuse again that the government is not paying, then where comes the excuse for taking so much because of pre-financing?
Yeah. My brother, I don't know what it is, but even if you should take them 20 solid years, government of Ghana or YEA will still pay them. And let's ask ourselves, when they pay them, are they going to give the beneficiaries, are they going to give back those uniforms, the brooms that they are supposed to provide them monthly? Are they going to, add it up and then give it to them? I'm not sure they are going to do that. So it therefore means that it is going to be a profit for them, because according to them, they use 100 cedis to pay them, and then they use 400 cedis for management expenses. So it therefore means that every month, each beneficiary, they use 400 cedis on that beneficiary. If what they are saying is right, it means every month they spend 400 Ghana cedis on each beneficiary. For all this while that they have not paid those beneficiaries, or they have not supplied those tools to these beneficiaries, are they going to calculate the number of months that they have not, and then sum it up and then give it to them? You and I know it. That is not what is going to happen. So it therefore means that they are going to benefit at the end of the day. Why should you benefit and then the other people suffer, or the municipality or the district suffer? That is not how it should be.
And then finally, YEA in your district does not only work with those sweepers managed by Zoomlion. You also work with coastal sanitation, the police, and other beneficiaries of the YEA. How much are they paid? Because we know those under Zoomlion are paid only 100 cedis. They don't have any insurance. They don't have any pension. They have nothing. How much are the other beneficiaries who do similar works paid?
YEA, those who were recruited in 2016, you pay them 250 Ghana cedis. You pay them 250 Ghana cedis. But they have insurance of 5 Ghana cedis. And they also have what is called exit fund of 45 Ghana cedis. So in all, YEA pay each beneficiary 300 Ghana cedis. But what you pay to them every month is 250 cedis. And then insurance of 5 cedis. And then 45 Ghana cedis. As exit fund. As you speak, those who have finished with their contract, YEA is making every effort to give them the 45 Ghana cedis that they have invested on their behalf, even plus interest. That is how proactive YEA is. So we are thinking about our beneficiaries. You were supposed to pay them 300 cedis, but you have invested 45 Ghana cedis because you know that when you pay them this amount of money, they may spend the money, and at the end of the 2 years, they may not have anything on them. So you took the initiative that why don't you invest 45 Ghana cedis on their behalf, so that at the end of the 24 months, you accumulate everything plus interest, and then you give it to those people, so that in case they have any other thing to do with it, then they can do with that thing. And you also have 5 cedis that you have insured. In case you are confronted with anything, the insurance company will come and then maybe compensate you. That is how proactive YEA is. Unlike Zoomlion. You don't know whether they have insurance for their beneficiaries.
They don't. That I know.
Can't tell.
They don't have pension. They don't have health insurance. Nothing.
Are you getting it? They don't have. They don't even have exit fund for them. So the distinction between YEA and then Zoomlion is that whilst YEA is thinking about the beneficiaries' future, that is why they have invested 45 Ghana cedis on their behalf. At the end of the 24 months, multiply 45 Ghana cedis by 24 months plus the interest, and then 5 Ghana cedis as insurance. Recently, this our boss lawyer sent letters through our regional directors, and it got to us that if any beneficiary in your district was involved in any accident, bring the person's name so that the insurance company can reimburse that person. That is how proactive YEA is. I have never seen Zoomlion doing anything of that nature. So,
and to put it on record, these beneficiaries, those under YEA and those you are paying directly, are all supposed to be under YEA, and all the monies that are paid either through you directly or Zoomlion, all that money, all those monies come from the government of Ghana, right?
Sure, definitely, because it is government of Ghana that YEA is working for. It is government of Ghana that gave the contract to Zoomlion. Therefore, it presupposes that any money that is being used to pay YEA comes from government of Ghana. Any money that is being used to pay Zoomlion also comes from government of Ghana. So why is it that YEA is able to pay his beneficiaries and Zoomlion is not able to do that? That's where the difficulty is. But before I forget, the new ones that you have recruited, the new beneficiaries, that's community police personnel that you have recruited, you are no more paying them 250. You are paying them 350 Ghana cedis, and then you are also investing 45 Ghana cedis on their behalf, and then again you are also investing 5 Ghana cedis as insurance for them. So basically, you are paying them 400 Ghana cedis
against 100 cedis by
against
Zoomlion.
100 Ghana cedis by Zoomlion. So you see where the distinction is. So whilst maybe you all have 500 Ghana cedis and we are spending 400 Ghana cedis on our beneficiaries, Zoomlion also have the same 500 Ghana cedis, but they are rather spending 100 Ghana cedis on their beneficiaries.
And I must say, this is sanctioned by the government of Ghana through that contract that was signed in 2011 and expired in 2013. That contract, I have it. So that is.
Well, I will not be able to talk to that one because I've not read the contract, so I wouldn't be able to speak to that contract. But I can only speak to the one that I think I have fair idea about, which is we paying our beneficiaries 350 cedis, investing 45 Ghana cedis on their behalf, and then investing 5 cedis on as insurance. So in all, you are paying them 400 Ghana cedis from the amount possibly that has been assigned to them. Compare that one to Zoomlion, who is also having the same 500 Ghana cedis, but only paying them 100 Ghana cedis without anything called exit fund, without anything called insurance. So in case someone is injured, that person has to rely on the 100 Ghana cedis that is being paid by Zoomlion. And that money does not even come on time. It doesn't even come on time. So let us all think about it and see how best we can deal with this issue. If you're able to sit down and then analyze this issue very well, I think we can all come to a good conclusion.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, boss.